Alright, Outlaw Radio Live fans, we are live on the air with Kingston, Jamaica's own Young Garvey. How you doing tonight, brother?
Up and active DJ Motel, Outlaw Radio, Young Garvey, get the people savior, live from Kingston, you know?
Oh, most definitely, man. I have to say, this actually is what you call an international broadcast. From Canada all the way to Jamaica, right back, man. What's the weather like down there, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, you don't know. We have the seasons, but the seasons is always good, you know, so it's cool, breezy, sunshine at daytime, nice breeze at nighttime, you know. Nice weather, man. We're in the 80s, you know.
Hey, man, I can't complain with that weather. We got a bunch of snow down here, man, so be thankful for that one.
Oh, God.
So I have to ask, Garvey, what made you decide to get into the music industry?
Well, you know, I was always fond of music growing up in a car. Actually, I've come from a musical family because in Jamaica, my auntie is like a legend gospel singer. Her name is Shirley Willis. She's singing a group called the Grace Trillers. So they like the Bob Marley of the gospel world in Jamaica. So growing up, seeing her up on stage and my uncle them playing guitar, and you know, that always inspired me. So having that edge, you know, I was into music, singing, you know, learning how to play the instruments like drums and piano and these things, you know. So from a young age, I love music. So I guess we're growing at it and we end up doing it professional now, you know.
Hey, most definitely. You know, you were around it your entire life, and it was by the sounds of it, you were around it your entire life, that it was just a meant to be sort of thing.
Oh man, I guess just like that, you know.
So I also saw on your Facebook that you did a soundtrack for a play called Blind Spot. What was that experience like, and how did that soundtrack gig come to be?
My wife, you know, she's actually an actress, you know, she's doing theater and Broadway plays and things like that, you know, so she home one night reading a script from out of one of the plays, and the script is called Blind Spot, you know, and the play is called Blind Spot, and usually I read it for a couple of nights now, and me get in tune to the characters. So me said to her, I said, "Babes, you know, I could write a soundtrack for this play here. Just throw it out there." And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Alright, I'm going to voice a song and write off of what me hear, based on what me hear in the play, you know." And go in the studio a couple of days later, produce the song, build the rhythm, and voice the song. And she actually bring it in to Patrick Brown, one of the big writers down here, and as I heard him say, "Yo, I need to meet this youth, you know, I want this to be a part of the place." So I plan executed, you know.
Hey man, you know what? It sounds like you're in the right place at the right time for that one.
Yes, sir, exactly. That's exactly what it was, man.
So you also did a lot of work with Leroy Sibbles. How did you and him get connected?
Leroy Sibbles, no, big up Papa BS, legendary Leroy Sibbles, you know. His link, you know, never happened in Jamaica, although two of us in Jamaica. And him actually was in Florida doing a show. And doing the show there, some people, where my music kind of worldwide right now, so some people asked him if he know Young Garvey and played some songs for him. And he was like, "Yo, that youth are bad, I would love to work with him." And him end up calling me from Florida, and say, "Artist, you know, it sound good, come to Jamaica, you know, see if we can do some work." And getting a call from Leroy Sibbles in them time, I mean, I have to say, "Yo, John, it's a good look. This guy, this man, I produced most of the big hits from as a child growing up, and you know him contribution to music, you know." So said, so done. Him fly down, I come to Jamaica, and him flying, him call me to him studio for do an audition, and from we start singing for him, you know, Mortal. From we start singing for him signed me to 3 album. Sign me as management, you know, publishing company, you know. So we have a family thing built away from the music, you know. So we just put everything in a one circle. And then Leroy Sibbles him for the young peoples, and him for the preservation and the reservation of reggae music, you know. So once you sing roots and culture and a positive music, that kind of draw him to me, you know, him to me.
And I have to ask, when you said your music is worldwide right now, what countries do you know of that is actually playing your music currently?
Oh God, everywhere. Africa, dominate Africa, Zimbabwe, Ghana, South Africa, all over Africa. Canada. I have a nice fan base all over Canada, America, Europe, Switzerland, places I don't even know in a car. Reggae music have no tie to it, it's one of the music where like it culturally break all boundaries, everybody love reggae. Everybody love hip hop, but hip hop have its place. Everybody love R&B have its place, but reggae music have like a place all over the world. So the base of my music is everywhere. I get WhatsApp and text and things from all over the world.
That's awesome, though, you know what I mean? You're on your way, Garvey, I'll tell you that for a fact, man. You are really on your way. Those are some big countries that are far, far away from both of us that are playing your music, man, so you most definitely have worldwide exposure going on currently.
Definitely, and we give thanks,
So also on February 2nd of last year, you did an event called Cheap and Clean Wear, where you have auditions with artists like Busta Rhymes. I have to ask, what was that experience like, and what was it like working with Busta Rhymes?
Well, it was a quick thing, and I never really worked with Busta Rhymes, so for a say, but just their own certain peoples where they do some work with him, so really not have a link to Busta Rhymes. So I can't call the dad's Busta Rhymes right now, Yeah.
I think that collaboration would be good, though. You know what I mean? You on the chorus, Busta Rhymes on the verses. I think that would be a #1 hit, man.
Oh God, definitely. Busta, if you're out there, Busta Rhymes, Young Garvey, would I love to see that collaboration, a Young Garvey, Busta Rhymes,
So if anybody is listening to this, whether it's live or on demand, and Busta Rhymes, we're hinting at something here. Make it happen.
See that. I'm big up. Can't go any further without bigging up C. Gutter, Corey Parks, young entrepreneur, New York City rap star, my brother for life, yeah, car. It's a good spirit and a good youth, and can't let him out, no move will make,
And speaking of CJP, that was actually very next on my question list. I have to ask you, how did you meet CJP, New York City rap star?
Well, I actually grew up in America, grew up in the boroughs, in New York, and you don't know when you're youth, you make mistakes, you do things where you don't really know consequences at a young age, so you do things and you realize later on, like, what the hell did I do, so being young, reckless, and, not thinking dumb, got in a lot of trouble growing up and end up in prison. And being incarcerated, me and C. Gutter linked up in one of these prisons. Can't remember which one, but we linked up and we just become good friends from them time, because his meditation was always to go back to the world and be positive and progressive, and we always sit down and plan these things that you see we're doing right now, because actually I had a keyboard in jail, in prison, so I used to build beats for CPJ, for Corey Gutter in jail. So we started our musical journey from there, and when I came home, I actually went back to Jamaica and started my journey, and I ended up in New York, back in New York and start film journey. And it's a great thing to see two persons sit back from the lowest part of them life, and plan something positive and progressive, and actually coming home and manufacturing and manifesting it, working diligently, and seeing it happening, so give thanks for determination and big up my brother C. Gutter for life,
Most definitely. I got to give a shout out to CJP as well. I actually grew a friendship with him as well, and like you said, he's a very, very inspirational individual, very, very kind-hearted guy, man. Most definitely a great person to be friends with and a great person to do business with.
Definitely, brother. Definitely. Big up C. Gutter. New York City rap star and world, look out for this youth CJP. Google him. Look out for the mixtape New York City Rap Stars out now. It features Young Garvey. We have a song on it called Point to No Return, So, me and CJP have a whole heap of singles coming out soon. So just be on the lookout for the New York City Rap Star. And big up DJ Mortal, Outlaw Radio for being the platform and the runway for artists like me and CJP for voice and people get for ears,
And most definitely, everyone that is listening to this interview, make sure you head on over to mymixtapes.com. Check out the mixtape. It actually features Young Garvey. It's hosted by myself, DJ Immortal. You know, it's one hell of a great mixtape, I'll tell you that for a fact.
But.
So, and when you brought up the song "Point of No Return," I have to ask this, man. That's actually my favorite song on the entire mixtape. What is the inspiration behind your vocals of that song?
Well, you know, it's just actually just a natural meditation. You know, just thinking about the past, you know, and thinking about things that you can't change. But it's actually influencing life to be better, you know. So it's just a life, you know, bring me back in another zone. And then more time you get a beat or you build a rhythm, and then it bring out things out of you when never planned for even right, you know.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man, most definitely. And also earlier this year, you signed a record deal with Bright Beam Music. What was that like, and how did that record deal come to be?
Yeah, well, it's Leroy Sibbles' own Bright Beam Music, you know, so actually, we signed to him as management, and we signed the 3 album deals to Bright Beam Music, you know, so we finished 1 album now, but 2 singles is out. The first single is called Cool Natty, and it's out, and the second one is called First Love, and it's out all iTunes, all digital platform you can buy it, you know, and the album should be out like April, June or them time. Then the album is called Revival, you know, and it's actually my second album because my first album was produced by myself, you know, Young Garvey, and it's called Up and Active, and that's on iTunes, platform you can Google and research and get a hold of the positive vibration that the world is screaming for right now, you know.
And also, one of your newest singles is called First Love. Dropped on January 11th, so actually not about 9 days ago. I have to ask this, what is the inspiration behind that, and where can our listeners buy themselves a copy of that single?
Alright, that single is on all social media, all platforms, Amazon, iTunes, everywhere you can find it, you can stream it, Spotify, etc. This song, actually, is a song where kind of give some problems in my relationship, because my wife, always feel like I wrote this song for my first love, and when I hear it and sing it and the feelings we put in it, she always say, "So girl, you sing that for you miss your first love." And actually, to be honest, this song was more like somebody write a script and a next person sing it or play the part there, but I wasn't necessarily singing for my first love or somebody that. So I guess I was just the vessel for this song, because it wasn't actually my first love I sang it about, Yeah, cause me in a situation I don't even know if I had a first love.
Most definitely, man. Also, you have another single out called Cool Natty, and I have to ask you, man, where can our listeners also buy that single, and what's the inspiration behind that amazing track?
So yeah. Well, Cool Natty, it's just it's a conscious song, It's a song to motivate and a song to remind people on, what we've been through as a people and the unity that we need, to move on. And like I said, Cool Natty is just what I was saying, we always saying in Jamaica, that's cool and natty, cool, and then Bob Marley, I was song where him say, "Go there, Natty, go there." So, just I guess the inspiration of the word Cool Natty and then Bob Marley, which is one of my icon, my idol, music, inspired that cool natty dreadlocks. Just tell people cool, take it easy, don't make your worries bother you. Just say things get brighter, when the light get brighter, so just take it easy with yourself, man. Cool it down.
So you also have a new album coming out called Revival. What's the inspiration behind that album, and when can we expect the release of that Young Garvey album?
Well, Revival, like we said, the Revival album should be released by June, and it's called Revival. Revival is like waking up and bringing back, something from then, and the meaning revival to us is like, from been a while now that reggae music, our music in general been straying more from the positive message, more into, misleading people, tell people to kill people, tell people to drink and get drunk, and then you have music where degrade females and all these things, so music are straight from the message, because reggae music was always a music of hope, a music of message, a music of redemption, so if you start straight from these things now, that build people mind and make them wise and smarter, you're going to see a more chaotic world and a more mentally unstable kids because the music they listen to, so revival is real for bring back the message in the music, the positive vibration, uplift people, and teach people. One blood, one color, one race, we all are one, so it's just a music full of love, aspiration, and, motivation. So we say revival, so we're bringing back that to the forefront,
And that does sound like a very, very inspirational record. A lot of individuals need to know nowadays that, they need to learn, obviously, that, we're all human, you know what I mean? We all bleed red at the end of the day. Skin color doesn't matter, man.
No, not at all, sir. Not at all, sir. So what's inside the heart and the soul,
I have to ask you, though, young Garvey, what is next for you? This is the time that I have the artist that comes on the show. Just a chance to anything else that I missed or anything else you want to bring up and let our listeners know about what we have you here. You have the mic.
Well, what's next is actually some world tours. We've got all of these places where the music is being played, So next is a world tour coming up for young Garvey, a town or a state or a city near you. And different from music, actually love to direct, because all my music video I direct it and I write the scripts and think. I mean, got to come out of the same school, so we like to write scripts and write movies, and so eventually, I want to do some movies and be behind the soundtrack of the movie, the building of the movie, the directing of the movie. Like, I want to be all over the movie thing, and I want to be like it's the Tyler Perry Studios in America. I want to have one of them studios in Jamaica. If put out some blockbuster movies from Jamaica too. Yeah, so you can look for young Garvey in the long run, getting involved in movies, directing and writing and soundtracks of movie,
Hey, man, that sounds like an great, amazing experience, man. And I have to ask, do you think there'll be any Canadian dates in your world tour?
Definitely, definitely have a drop in a Montreal, have a drop in a Canada, America there right this too, so we definitely are coming to these places in the long run, so.
Hey, well, maybe hopefully DJ Immortal will be front and center for that one, man. I'd love to see a Young Garvey show.
Yes, man. Backstage, and dip on the stage, you probably have to be the selector for it too, because you don't know.
You never know, right? Just gotta show up, man.
Just gotta show up, son.
So, Garvey, this is the time in the interview that I have the individual that comes on the show a chance to give shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to, and also their social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you if they're not already doing so.
Alright, then. Well, you don't know, big up the whole world. Every individual, from your positive or your negative. If you're negative, start to pre-positive, We just big up people in general. Love govern everything. Positive thinking equal to positive results. Free your mind from negativity. Only love to set us free. So we big up people, in general. C Gutter, so brother can't left him out. One Nation Music, which is I&I production company. Trench Stone, which is my base, Kingston, Jamaica. Outlaw Radio, DJ Motor, and just tell the youth some of the world just to be humble. And don't rush, be patient. Nothing happen overnight, If you choose a profession in music or sports or whatever the case may be, just know say it takes time. If your man be a doctor, I get him doctorate, he gotta go to college for like 10 years, So don't think say if you start music today, you start a business today, and 2-3 months down the line it's not working. It wasn't meant to work then, So just look for the long go. And be disciplined, and stay humble. and give thanks and praise to the Creator all the time for life.
Most definitely. So, Young Garvey, do you want to give our listeners your social media handles? That way they can follow you?
Yeah, man, you don't know a Young Garvey everywhere. Young.Garvey Instagram, Young Garvey Facebook, Young Garvey YouTube, Viva page, Young Garvey Twitter, just Young Garvey everywhere. And then the email is onenationmusic@gmail. No space, just regular onenationmusic@gmail.com. And the WhatsApp number is, your direct link is 876-474-0901. That's 876-474-0901. And you can link up the artist anytime for world tours, dub plays, jingles, events, anything.
So most definitely, if any of you guys are interested in booking Garvey, you give him a call. He just gave the number. You want to toss that to us one more time?
876-474-0901. Yeah, Kingston, Jamaica artist, reggae baby.
Hey, man, I want to say, Garvey, thank you so much for coming up on Outlaw Radio Live, man. It was an absolute honor and a blessing to have you on the show, man. You have yourself a wonderful night and most definitely a wonderful week, and I'm hoping you come to a city near me.
Definitely, DJ Motor. Give thanks for the opportunity, and love govern. Only for respect.
You're most certainly welcome, man. You're always welcome back on Outlaw Radio Live. You just give me the word, you got a slot.
Up and active.
Have yourself a wonderful night.
I said, natty dreadlocks, natty. Well, I said, flash your natty dreadlocks, natty. Oi, vampire, if you move and Rasta walk past. Cause them know what's straight laughing and we are outlaw. Tell them cool natty dreadlocks. Blessings.
Most definitely, man. Have yourself a wonderful night.
Bless the King.
Young Garvey. Yeah. Wish I can turn back the hands of time, but I'm at the point of no return. Never knew that this day would come, but you're playing with fire and I have to get burned. Yeah.
Gun cases, drug cases, courtroom, downtown, white faces, black man justice, black man grief, federal jail cell, might never see the streets, beef in prison, can't never sleep, number 10 scalpel, push him to his white meat, so costly, if I don't beat, 25 to life, lawyer holding on my white feet. I was good in these streets till the sentence came. The years behind the wall caused my mama pain. And the Attica cell where your body hang. C block where they set you till they body came. A block where they play the stabbing game. While you fake rappers tell lies in this rapping game.
Wish I can turn back the hands of time, but I'm at the point of no return. Never knew that this day would come, but you're playing with fire and I have to get burned.
Wish I could turn back the hands of time, skip past the life of crime. Relationships with my father help me build my little mind. Play ball a little harder, make it to the NBA. Jump shots, layups, watch my dreams fade away. Addicted to this lifestyle, I guess I was made this way. Holy water on my body that was spoke when I try to pray. Running through this world, trying to live another day. Change the hands of time, Lord, I gotta be a better way.
Wish
Young Garvey,
I can
talk to
turn
the world.
back the hands of time, but I'm at the point of no return.
Garvey, C.J.P.
Never knew that
My youth.
this day would come,
Change the hands of time.
but you're playing with fire and I have to get burned. Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna do in life. If I could change the hands of time, I'd do it different. Nah, I'm lying, man. I like how my life turned out. But on the real, man, I'll probably make some different decisions.